Yo, what's up guys, you're back with TechNick, and today we have another speed test, this time featuring the ROG Phone 2 and Red Magic 3S. The Asus ROG Phone 2, this is indeed the 10-cent version, comes with a Snapdragon 855 Plus processing chip, and the version that I have comes paired with 8 gigs of RAM. The Nubia Red Magic 3S also has a Snapdragon 855 Plus processing chip, and this version also has 8 gigs of RAM, and we also have an active air cooler in, which is really cool to see in a smartphone. Now both of these phones have fast refresh rate panels, though the ROG Phone has 120Hz and the Red Magic has 90Hz. The Red Magic also has rapid cooling, which we're going to put on over there, and we have X mode on the Asus, which we're going to go ahead and enable for the purposes of this test. We've also disabled all animations on both devices over here to keep things as accurate as possible, and we're also going to be using my GoPro footage at the left hand corner, so keep an eye out for that one. Guys, these are both monster phones, and without further ado, let's go! So we're going to start off with round 1 over here. For those of you who are new to the channel, we're going to start with round 1, which consists of a boot, and the Red Magic 3S gets the first one. They were 5 seconds quicker on a boot over there. Now we're going to go ahead and open the apps over here, and the Red Magic 3S once again refreshes the apps quicker when booting into the phone. And the last two things that we're going to do is facial recognition and fingerprint sensors. So starting with facial recognition, the Red Magic 3S takes 2 ticks over there, as you can see under the branding, and the third tick means best 3 out of 3, giving it the third point in round 1. Now the last final point for round 1 over here is fingerprint sensors. We have an optical one under the screen for the Asus, and we have a physical one on the Red Magic 3S. The Asus got 1 tick over there, though the Red Magic 3S got 2, making it best 2 out of 3 over there, giving it fourth and final point in round 1. Now for round 2, we're going from camera all the way down to PUBG over here, and we're gonna flip the camera over here, and the Red Magic 3S opened up camera, flipped the camera, and took the picture quicker, surprisingly enough. Now I have rooted, well, not rooted, I've just put on the global software on the Red Magic 3S. That's why I've taken quite a while to get this test up, because it took quite a while for them to release a global software version of the Red Magic 3S. So this is running almost stock Android on the 3S over here. So that is why things are also very snappy over here, guys. I don't know what happened. I was recording on my OnePlus 7T, but for some reason it just stuttered there. I tried everything I could do, but it didn't affect what you could actually see when going into the next app over there, which was phone, and then settings, and now the speed test. Now this is the internet speed test. So far we only have 1 point for the ROG Phone 2 and 9 points for the 3S. We're going to test each phone individually over here by seconds and upload and download speed. So for the ROG Phone 2, it took 29 seconds to do it and 84.5 megs download speed, where the Red Magic 3S did it in 19 seconds, 10 seconds quicker with a higher download and upload speed. So that's really impressive. Then we're going to jump into Spotify, which the 3S took once again. Now Photoshop Express over here, the 3S took once again over there. Surprise, surprise, I don't think so. Saving a picture to gallery, the 3S takes it once again. Both of these phones are paired with UFS 3.0 storage over here, so that's a good thing to see, especially when going into the Adobe Premiere Clip here. So we're going to jump into one of our projects over here, and it was a tie there. That's why there were ticks on both sides under each branding of the phone over there. So now we have 2 points for the ROG Phone 2. Still hasn't gotten an individual point yet. Now we're exporting a 4K clip to 1080p resolution, downscaling it, and I have sped up the clip by 600 times over here. So we're going to go ahead and check what it does, and we have 3 seconds quicker on the 3S. Very similar over here because they have very similar storage. Once again, these are both 128 gig version storage capacities as well, with that UFS 3.0 storage. We need Astral in China, and turning it on was the same on both devices. Once again, the ROG Phone is yet to get its own individual point, but it gets it with Facebook. It seems to open up Facebook a little bit quicker than the 3S, and reloading the page quicker as well, getting its first individual point there. But now the 3S snags another point with Instagram, making it 20 points on the 3S, now 21, as opposed to the 4 on the ROG Phone 2. This is very impressive for Nubia, guys. I must say, I am really impressed with what they're doing here, though I can't say that I am surprised, since the previous version, the regular Nubia Red Magic 3, not the S, that came with a vanilla Snapdragon 855 processing chip, not the Plus version, and it actually did outdo the ROG Phone 2 as well. Not quite as much as this though, but it still outdid it. The ROG Phone 2 seemed to open up a video there on YouTube quicker than the 3S, just slightly, just a hair of a second over there, guys. So nothing too crazy to write home about. Honestly, both of these phones are amazing gaming phones. Both of them have air triggers. I do prefer the air triggers on the 3S since they are indented, but I kind of like the squeeze functionality that you get on the ROG Phone. In China, if you get the 10-cent version of the ROG Phone 2, they're pretty similarly priced. The Red Magic 3S is just 500 yuan more, which is about 5,000 rupees more expensive for the ROG Phone 2 as opposed to the 3S with the same configuration. I'm not quite sure how the global version of the ROG Phone 2 would do against the 3S, but it cost a hell of a lot more for no real reason. We have the same specs inside, guys. You can flash the firmware if you'd like, so there's always that option, though I have not done that yet since the firmware on the ROG Phone 2 allows for all Google apps with the Chinese 10-cent version of the firmware, as opposed to the Red Magic 3S, which doesn't allow for any Google apps, and that is why I had to wait to get the global software in order to do this test. Now, the ROG Phone 2 pretty much smashed the 3S by quite a few seconds in opening every single game, and that is probably thanks to X mode. When you are using the 3S, you're probably going to use the game space more than anything to do the speed test. We're not going to be using that game space, but I'm pretty sure that will make things a little bit faster. When opening up PUBG, the ROG Phone 2 is just a second quicker in opening it up. And now we're going to jump into round 3 over there. So round 2, the 3S absolutely demolished the ROG Phone 2. Now going back into apps in round 3, we're not really checking up RAM management over here, but more so how fast apps actually reopen when going into them again the second time round. So far the 3S has opened them up all 2 games so far quicker, and then the third game over there opening up flip diving together, so it was a tie point there, but we get Subway Surfers open quicker on the 3S once again. Now opening up Chrome, the ROG Phone 2 actually takes it. Jumping into Netflix, the 3S takes it. Things are a little bit closer over here with 6 points on the 3S, now 7 points and 2 points on the ROG Phone 2. So 5 points ahead on the 3S in round 3 over here. If you guys haven't noticed that I do have GoPro footage at the bottom left corner, and if you are new here, what I do is I slow these video clips down as much as possible, 5-6 times, to try and check which point is accurately getting it. I also compare it to the GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner to see the difference in delay with my finger tapping to try and get as accurate as possible. If there are any apps that you guys want to recommend, let me know. This is pre-filmed footage I did a few weeks back. I'm trying to keep on progress with my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing YouTube full-time very soon, so please stay tuned for that. If you haven't noticed, the bottom right hand corner, we do have a countdown timer for all my videos that I post up so that you can see how long each round will take on that specific video. Now we are on the last 2 apps over here, and the camera, the ROG Phone 2 kept the camera flipped. We don't have that option for the Red Magic 3S, and a total point of 46 for the 3S as opposed to 21 on the ROG Phone 2. That's really impressive, guys. I must say that the 3S has demolished it, but only by a few seconds in each app. Both phones are absolutely awesome. I love them both so much. If you guys picked up any one of them, you'll be doing yourself a favor. And until next time, guys, this is TechNick.